What is up, disc golfers? Today on Iceberg TV, I want to pay some respect to Kristin Tattar's season this year. In my opinion, this is the single greatest disc golf season ever played in the history of the sport, and that is not just including FPO, but also MPO. Kristin earned over $100,000 this season, which is the only player to ever earn $100,000 in a single season. She locked up that massive $500,000 contract from Trilogy, Latitude 64. That was, really the catalyst to allow her to come play in the U.S. full-time, and Kristin absolutely maximized on the opportunity. Let's hear what she had to say after she won the Disc Golf Pro Tour finale, which was actually the biggest payout of her season and is what really pushed her over that 100K mark this year.
Finale. I am standing next to our tour champion, our world champion, in Kristin Tattar. Kristin, first thoughts and how it feels.
It's amazing, I really wanted to win this, not only because it's a big payout, but it would be a nice way to end this incredible season that I've had, and it was intense, yeah.
Well, let's talk about it from the very first moment this morning. Did you get good sleep last night, or were the nerves just as high as yesterday's round?
The sleeping was okay, not the best probably, but I got some good night's sleep. But yeah, definitely there were nerves, even though I tried to tell myself there aren't, but I know there were.
Well, I've got to ask for everyone out there, was it a little more nerves for the World Championship or for today?
Yeah, I wanted Worlds more for sure, and the focus was unreal during Worlds. I've been missing being in that kind of zone, but yeah, I'm so proud of myself that I pushed through even though I wasn't feeling the best.
All right, well, tell us what it felt like when you realized that moment you were in the driver's seat.
I can't even remember. At one point I asked Silver the scores, and he said I had some room to play with, I think 4 strokes, and then I kind of knew that I just have to take pars, and on the last hole I already was loose.
All right, Kristin, any final parting thoughts for the world, for your sponsors, from your heart?
Thank you everybody who's been following disc golf. The fans are incredible. There's so many of you out there. Just a huge thank you. And for everybody who's behind the cameras and behind the scenes that we don't see every day, huge thank you to everybody. It's been an incredible year.
All right, guys, we're going to get into the meat and bones of the situation here. Kristin is almost pushing 1,000 rated. She probably will become the first female to ever become 1,000 rated. She did a few things this year that may never be done again. Her average finish for the whole season was, what I read, a 1.7. She dropped out of this event because that is when she got injured. And this is the putting contest, and this is the skill shot contest. So these are not actual tournament finishes. Kristin did not finish outside the top 3, and she grossed over $100,000, right around $102,000 this season, and is by far the best disc golf season ever played by a man or by a woman. She is so polite. She is such a good role model to up-and-coming disc golfers. Again, men and women can look up to Kristin because of her demeanor, her relaxed mindset. She's not super cocky, but she's still very confident in her skills and her abilities. And her play style is just to play clean golf and let the other players make mistakes. And mistakes they made, and Kristin was able to run away with not only that, $500,000 contract from Latitude 64, but she was also to run away with over $100,000 in prize winnings this year. And I'm pretty sure she's going to continue to be the dominant force in years to come, as long as she can take care of that elbow and stay in amazing shape and prevent injuries. Hopefully Kristin Tattar can start stacking up world titles and be, one of those faces of women's disc golf. Watch out, Paige Pierce. Kristin Tattar is on the way, and she's coming to take the top spot as the greatest player of all time. I'm really excited to see what she's able to do next year. And if you did not watch this, go watch this video on GK Pro. Go watch the tour final. She played so well. Obviously, everyone else played really good as well. Owen Scoggins really impressed me with her performance, but nobody was a match for Kristin Tattar, so I was super excited to see her win. She's my favorite FPO player. And what is there to say? She played so well, didn't finish outside the top 3, and grossed over $100,000. There's no other argument that this is not only the greatest FPO season ever, but the greatest disc golf season played on the Pro Tour since its inception. Comment your thoughts down below. You're watching Iceberg TV, and take care.